Oh my god, what's happened to the weather? Managed to get rid of kids today back to school and bloody sunshine's got in as well. Ah, also very, very stressful for me at the minute. We need stock to sell. I'm being forced into harvesting ponds earlier than I wanted. God, what the hell's happening? But also exciting, more exciting for you guys than me actually, because some of the fish coming out right now are insane. So I'll share a few of those throughout. Also today I'm going to share some more information with you about the new goldfish from Saito that I've got. Pretty cool. And then yeah, generally it's fish movements. There's a bit going on in this area. You can see certain fish like those waiting to go back inside the greenhouse, and I've got others that are prepared to come out. Just done these in here from Okawa yesterday. Look absolutely superb. Some of them Yamabuki Ogans I'm absolutely blown away with, honestly. And then yeah, you probably saw the Miyatora, the Kugani and Deutsch, or the Ginring Kugani and the Deutsch Kugani, a lot of Aragoki style fish. Now they, the video on them, I can't remember when it was. I've just been through that pond. Let me show you a few of them right now, and then yeah, not too long I'm going to be sorting out the Asagi pond as well, because that thing is wall to wall. Just look here at these. This is sickening for me, this. So there's a few bits from other breeders in here. Some nice Kikakuru actually, Marasaka fish. I love growing them. They grow ever so well, but look here at these. Put some right stack on as well since last video. Look at that, look at the scale line. That through a pond window is going to look insane. Nice Ginring Kugani as well, nestled in there. Bit hard to get them when they come up like that. There again, look. Just beautiful, lovely, lovely lustre on them. There you go, look, Ginring Kugani Achiba. So they are going to be out and about. If they are something that catch your eye, do let me know. Drop me a DM somewhere or an email in. Contact info is in the description. Yeah, body on them is just fierce. So that's the remnants. So this pond at the minute, to be honest with you, it's stressing me out trying to figure out what I'm doing with everything. But that's a few fish from the Okawa selection and a few of the Kaganis I want to push on a bit more in there for now. Big DKs at feed time, my god. So that's my Tatigoi selected against Fujo. They are massive. Yes, we're at the Asagi pond. So Net's going to go through there in a little bit, get them numbers down, but absolutely prime. Otsuka Asagi, really nice size now as well. Be a great win to grow on if you could get your hands on one of them, and my god, they do know how to grow. Minamagoshki's there looking well. We did that one recently, didn't we? And the little mix coming on well from Tanaka then. Then yeah, in here, I think this is where some big decisions will have to get made soon again. But the main focus of today, this pond here, sorry I got distracted. Absolutely obsessed with this pond. I think the mix, the balance of colour, love that, you know, good strong Go Sanke base with all the other oddments mixed in. Just looks superb. Decent quantity of fish as well, so it looks busy. Absolutely love it. Yeah, down here, the one, guys, the male pond. Sad day. They've been off the food for a few days now, but it's time. All of the, well, Sansai now, just shortly going to be Yonsai, are coming out. So this has just gone on too long, in all honesty, because of how busy it's been and pond availability. They've not really, they've been on food, they've not been pushed in the slightest, just of late. But all that stuff's coming out, and that's going to leave me then with one more selection to do after for what Nisai growing through to Sansai are going to stay. So there's going to be another load of fish come out then, possibly not today, but this week at some point, which will also involve the swamp that I've been UV's been back on and clearing up. You can see now, I mean, you couldn't see a centimetre under the surface, so another day or two, I'll be able to get that netted and make some decisions. So that in essence will be reducing those 2 ponds there down to 1 pond. Honestly, something fishing here. That green water, what it's done for them, unbelievable. They're glowing, absolutely glowing, more than usual. There's some serious fish in there. Really serious fish. So yeah, lots to do. This pond, these still need a home. Shiro saw his selection from Okawa the other day. They're in their home, but I've got some prime little ones in there. We had Ginmatsubas and then Parachinas that need a home up in the greenhouse up there with a 1200 gallon pond. So plenty to figure out. Okay, so these are actually all from Saito. I think you'll have seen these if you saw the video when they arrived. Done really well, been out here. They were quite skinny. They've got back to a good base level of body, but I've just decided goshkis like these at the state they're at are very, very difficult to sell. Ginrin goshki like that looks amazing, benny quality, very clean. Problem is, without the background, they are so difficult, and the quality is really good. So rather than expect you guys, you know, you want to buy a fish, you want to enjoy it, you want to like it, if that's your mentality, well, we'd rather wait a little bit and get them looking as good as we possibly can before they're even shown to people. So these will go now back inside, get developed and fattened up a bit more. There's some shunku in there as well. Yeah, nice thing. I mean, Saito all round, just a lot of love for the guy and what he's doing. A few nice metallic bits. So they're going to go in, and then them Kaganis I've shown you are going to come back into this pond. Yeah, lovely goshkis, look. That one has progressed a little bit more actually, but across the board, love the shunku. And Ginrin stuff, not had many Ginrin goshkis. Nice shunku there. So yeah, nothing too much. They're not going to get pushed particularly hard when they get in there. It's just, you know, a little bit more size, a little bit more body, a little bit more development, bit of everything really. Nice Becco as well. Got my attention span when I've got a batch of fish in front of me is embarrassing. That's lovely. That's going to be a strong piece. Just got the yellow breaking through. Look at the rest of the qualities. Amazing. Right, let me get that done and move on to the next one. Oh, how plans change. So Aaron had come up. We were going to make a really nice video about the male pond. We're in a really interesting phase. We've been exploring and playing with a lot of stuff. You'll have seen the Sakai video recently. So, oh man, it's just escalated, grown arms and legs. So we're not doing it today now because we're going to go away, do some planning and really make this something special. Seeing as though that particular, the Danichi part of the male collection, we've got 2 years worth of archive footage as well. You can probably see where we're going with that one, but yeah, I'm just going to go and put them back on the food, God almighty. I'm going to get on with the Otsuka Asagi selection now. Right, here's netting attempt 1. Growth since these have gone in here again. They were on a video, can't remember when it was. I'll find it out and pop the link above. The progress, they're about 275 fish in here, I think. Come on really well, and yeah, I'm excited. These are looking promising. Jumping around like Asagi do as well. Yeah, 3 bowl system. Put into there and graded out 1 and 2. Yeah, see where we get by the end of it. So I get plenty of insight on these, but as I'm assessing this bowl straight away, obviously size sorting is always one we've got to look at, but you will see there's not a lot of Benny. Remember, that doesn't concern me with Asagi. Straight away ones like this are going to go too dark already for me. I want them light, you know, fish like that I have no concerns about right now. It looks a mess, but it's only just starting to progress and develop, so that's too dark. That's just going to get darker and darker and in no time look terrible. Like I say, Benny wise, I don't panic either, so I look at a fish like that, I'm happy, really happy actually with the colour of that one where it's at, and I just look for some sign of Benny, and we can see it's there in the cheek, bit in the pelvic fin down there, and a bit below the lateral line. So very pleased with that as a prospect moving forward. There's even sometimes when it's not showing any Benny like that, I'm happy to take the risk, 'cause that's a really good quality example. And I do know as well, they just need time, and there's always that chance it's going to come. That is part of the fun and the gamble with these. You know, you can pick one up for not too much money like that, as it is now, and in a few, you know, a year or two, have an absolute worldie. That looks stunning. Because you get that Benny come, the rest of the fish is good, and boom. Again, that's part of the appeal of these sorts of varieties for me. It's that game of beat the breeder, and you actually have a real high chance of winning with these, in all honesty, because even the breeder admits, you know, half of the time he doesn't truly know what's happening with them, so a bit hard to select, and he can't keep them all, just as I can't. So this is a varieties one I've shared a fascination with since my very first early koi keeping days. Still remember when my dad went to Japan for the first time without me notes. You hear the anger in my voice still. I was like, Dad, Asagi, I want Asagi. And I actually ended up with 3 stunners from Marido, which I need to dig the picture out there. I'm sure I've actually got an actual picture, because that was all done on a disposable camera at the time. Mental. And yeah, so Otsuka though, however, one of the prominent players, Mombay bloodline, and the big thing for me with this is the head shape. Yeah, and you start to see it forming in some of these, so they get a really long, broad, rounded face, which is known as otafuku. So that's yeah, it's amazing, and it's only seen, that style of face is so prominent. Nisai onwards, I could pick one of these out from a lineup an absolute mile away, and it's the thing that draws me to them. There we go, job done. Very happy. Just gonna have a quick measure up of those before they go back in. But boy, is there some prospects in there. And then again, there's, I mean, the real gems in here are the smaller size pieces like these. I've only not kept them. I'm tempted to find somewhere to push them on a bit, to be honest. If I don't, stay tuned, because they'll be coming out for sale somewhere, and the little pieces are amazing. It's just that obviously they don't compete with those, and you know what I'm like by now, so let's see where we get. But across the board, exciting stuff, and rare to get this quantity of Otsuka Asagi all in one hit. Remember I said before, it's the first time in over 20 years, despite trying several times, I've managed to do it. There we go, that selection, literally biggest fish and smallest sample, 17 to, it's just over 20 that, but I think on average with 17 to 20 in there. It's very mixed. I do like these sort of quarry pattern type ones. Again, just look though, this is proper Otsuka Benny. Starting to form on that, look at that quality of some of them. I love it. So these, at that point, I'm actually going to introduce some colour food into these now as well, to try and push that colour, what colour is up, develop it more, and hopefully try and encourage it in a few of the others. But looking good. There we go. So 113 bags, over 50% reduction in stocking level today. Very, very happy. I think that's more than enough for Asagi to have in one's life. Bearing in mind I've got others scattered around the place. So yeah, I'm gonna have some lunch now and then figure out what job I'm gonna tackle next. Hi guys, just want to apologise for the video kind of cutting off there at the end. Got that caught up in the day. By the end of it, I completely forgot to finish filming what we spoke about at the beginning. So yeah, apologies about that, and stay tuned for the next video coming up that actually even has got the same kind of ending. I was losing the plot, I swear. And but we will get to everything discussed, will get rolled out over the course of the next few videos.